Hey everyone, we are live, officially live from the Dan Fan Dungeon. Lighting, even though it's midday, still not the best. You know what? This year is going to be the year where I'm going to stop being a cheap Trisha and actually go buy some lights. Once I find the store that sells those lights, I'll make an effort. I swear, I will. Trust me, please. I see that there's already a bunch of people in the chat. What's up, guys? How you doing? Everyone's saying hello, hello. I do apologize. I know that the chat is going to be quite delayed from when I'm able to see it, because, you know, that's just how StreamYard usually is. It's a little bit delayed, but it's not too bad, I don't think, at least. So we're live streaming a little bit earlier than the normal Friday live streams, but this is a Monday live stream. So exception to the rule, we're allowed to stream 5 hours earlier now. And we're also launching the Ogirl comic, or it has launched. So this is the launch live stream. Yay! Got my tea ready. It's already almost half empty, but I'll make it work. We got this. So I imagine live streaming a bit earlier, I probably have a different crowd coming in and saying hello. Hello, new people who normally don't watch my live streams. You might not know this, but you have actually been blessed, because a lot of my live streams are quite cringy, as I have been told. But people seem to enjoy them anyway, so we keep it up. You have to cosplay Ogirl. That's what people say. I would have to do some more shopping to do the cosplay, though, because I don't have the top. I don't really have the shorts. I don't have a red wig. Basically, all of the very simple things that put together that cosplay. I mean, it's such an easy cosplayable design, and yet I don't have any of it. I do have other crop tops like that. I'm wearing one, but I don't have it in that red color, unfortunately. Can't wait to see it. You should cut up some old pants to make the jean shorts. I don't know, man. I really like my pants. Not as bad as my second favorite One Piece review cringe. Oh, Tekking. I don't know. Are his live streams that bad? I guess they might have been if I stopped watching them. So, I guess I should go over some of the changes for those of you who are new. Let me pull up. Oh, that doesn't look good. There we go. That's bigger. Bigger is better, after all. So, I did take the tier out that was just the print copy, and I just decided to lower the price of the signed copy so that everyone will be getting their books signed if they back the campaign. So that's nice. And of course, that also comes with everything in the digital bundle. For those of you who don't remember what was in the digital bundle, it's the PDF of the comic, some desktop wallpapers, and the concept art, which I have made into a PDF file. So it's like its own little book, sort of, kind of just talking about the process and the different ideas, stuff that was taken out, you know, stuff that you may find interesting, actually. Bigger opie is better. Yes, it's true. Hope the SJW don't go after you. I don't know. Do you think they have the guts to go after an independent female creator? That's the real question. I mean, I don't doubt that they would do it, but I would be ready for that. And pinup poster, same price as last time. You know, you get everything in it. And this is a new tier that I added on. So we took out the normal print comic tier and just lowered the price of the signed comic. And then I added in sketched comic, which is interesting because I've never done this before. I've never seen it done before, but I thought it was an interesting idea. Mainly, I got the idea from those Marvel comics or DC comics when they sell them with those blank covers, and then you go to Artist Alley and you have one of the artists there like draw a cover on there for you. Well, there's actually a blank spot that's going to be on the back of the Ogirl comic, and I thought it would be kind of cool if I drew something there for some of you on the back of the comic. So it's its own like little commissioned sketch on the back of the comic. Of course, it's not super detailed. It'll have maybe like one character doing something simple, but it'll be its own original thing. It'll make your comic just a little bit more special. So I thought, hey, that's a pretty cool thing to add on. And of course, I've got the original art from the first campaign up there. You can buy that individually from the all the comic perks. And yeah, check out the pages. What do you think? I haven't added the lettering or anything yet, but I think these look pretty cool. Yeah, you got Sanity to thank for that. They are an incredibly talented artist, for sure. Very nice format. Thank you. Only 3 spots left for the sketched version? Yeah? Well, I guess people like the idea, huh? I mean, I put them up as 10. Originally, I was going to put them up as 5. But, you know, I feel like I could do 10. It's not that big of a deal. For those of you thinking that I might draw porn on the back of the comic, though, that's not happening. I don't think you would like that in the long run either, to just have a comic lying around your room with porn drawn on the back of it. You did this traditionally? No, all the art is digital. Although it does kind of have a texture that looks a bit like rustic. You could say that. Looks very good, doesn't it? I'm proud of how the art turned out, legitimately. Oh, we also have these inked pages down here that haven't been colored up yet. You can view. I've shared a few like screenshots of them, and you might have seen that if you like followed me on Twitter. Very nice, very nice. I like the little gesture of her just touching their faces. It's like very gentle, you know, sensual in a way, but she about to fuck them up. So that's all good stuff, man. How long did it take to finish one page? Well, you know what we did? Well, first of all, I'm not the one drawing it, of course. It's all credit for the art goes to Sanity. What we were doing, though, was we were, you know, sketching it. I see the sketch, and then inking it. I see the ink. And then we decided to, like, stop doing pages, like, for a while and just go back and work on coloring up the first 3 pages for the campaign specifically so that you can see what it'll look like when it's all colored, like what the style will be in, mostly. So I don't think it took that long to completely finish one page. Sanity is pretty fast. That's another cool thing about him. He's a hard worker. Who's been your main influence art-wise while working on OG? That's probably something to ask Sanity, right? The artist? But I imagine he usually draws in somewhat of more realistic anime style, you know? For my art specifically, I always draw in a more cartoonish style. And we both differ artistically in those senses because I will always go for a more exaggerated cartoonish style, and Sanity will always kind of lean towards a more realistic style, you know? it's interesting if you compare and contrast artists and what their tendencies are. Oh, thank you for the $2 donation, Daniel. Back the pinup poster. Good luck, Dan fan. Thank you. I hope you enjoy that pinup poster. That one, it's really, really nice. Hang on, let me show it. This gorgeous. This one was done by Andrew Jacobs. Now, I don't know if he does commissions very often, but we've known each other for a while, and I think he's a terrific artist. And I was curious, it's like, hey, I want you to be a part of this campaign somehow. Do you think you could do a pinup for me? And immediately, like almost the next day, he just gives me all of these sketches of ideas that he came up for the pinup poster. All of that, of course, will be included in the concept art PDF that comes with everything. But man, that dude, he's got a lot of creativity. And I don't know, maybe I'll hire him for something else too, like for the campaign. I don't know what he's doing these days, though. I did message him a few days ago just to see what he's been up to. And of course, there will be more art to come for the campaign if we reach any stretch goals. At 6K, about 1K more than what I'm asking for, I was doing the Valentine cards idea because I thought that was it. And now Valentine's Day's passed, but by the time you get this book, it'll probably be Valentine's Day again. But I thought that would be a cool idea just to have like these little spoof Valentine's Day cards based on characters in the comic. So I might do those myself, or I could get someone else to do it. Like I said, I could ask Andrew, hey, what you doing? Or I could, I know a lot of other artists who could probably do something really funny, really sexy looking, and exclusive new poster. Now, I know that people like the Sashi posters. I could go with her. I could, I don't know if you guys have already seen that art piece that Lee did, the author for Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb, but that was killer. I could always just yoink that, get it professionally colored up, and use that as a pinup poster. But it's stuff to think about. And should I be refreshing this page? I mean, as you can probably tell, I've had this page open since it just launched immediately, so it hasn't been keeping track of how many people have actually given to the campaign yet. So we'll do that refresh trick. It's like a magic wand. Hey, there we go. 43 people are on board. That's not bad. Look at us. Already like a fifth of the way there. It's nice. You see people are going for signed copy. Oh, that's sold out. There you go. Looks like I'm gonna have to do some 10 sketches. And yep, people got the original art too. That stuff goes quick, man. You gotta be on that. If you were on the mailing list last time, you're probably getting the emails. So that's probably why you're able to get it very quickly. Sorry, I know I missed some super chats, didn't I? I'll get you. I'll scroll upward. Thank you from Fox. Backed one of the back cover sketch covers. Looking forward to the finished comic and whatever you add to make it unique. Oh, thank you. That's nice to hear. I'm glad that you're excited for it. I hope I make something that you really like. Favorite Sonic character and why? Obviously, Tails. I think I've already answered this question. Tails was always my favorite because in the games, well, first of all, his design is adorable. Obviously, he's a fluffy, adorable character. But also in the games, I would always play as Tails. And it's very nostalgic. That character is just very nostalgic for me. playing with my brother and sister and always being Tails and being invincible and all the good things that come with playing as Tails. Except for the fact that you can't keep up with the player one character if they go too fast for you. That's annoying. When are they going to fix that? I was playing Sonic Mania. It has the same exact problem. It's like, can't we do a split screen or something? Like, you do it for the timed when you're when you do verses with each other. Versing. It's a new word. Which one is better, Patreon, Indiegogo, Kickstarter? Right now, I'm feeling it for Indiegogo. I like Indiegogo. Obviously, for Indiegogo, that's campaigns. Patreon, that's just kind of, I don't know, can you raise funds on Patreon? Patreon I just kind of see as like donation type things. Like if you're going to donate to someone's GoFundMe, or if you're going to be donating to get something, get like exclusive access to art. But yeah, I mean, as far as campaign funding goes, I'm feeling it for Indiegogo. Ogirl, a one-shot? It could be a one-shot, but in theory, I have an idea for a second issue. I have an idea for many issues. So if people like it and if people want to see more, I'll make those. And I don't know if Sanity will want to be on board for more books, but I can certainly ask him if he is interested. If not, I know a bunch of other artists who are interested. So you have that to look forward to in the future. Anyway, let me full screen. Wow, there I am. How's everyone doing? As if I just left and came back. Hoping for APO shipping this time, but I did digital again. Yeah. I was thinking about overseas, but it is quite difficult because, well, basically, you either need to research how much it'll cost for every single individual country and just assume that people will be able to pay that much. Or alternatively, you do a flat rate for certain areas. But, there are going to be some areas that are going to cost more. Like people who live on like fucking... What's that island called in Spitsbergen? Yeah, if you live on Spitsbergen, it's probably going to cost like $400 to get that book to you, Some things are just more difficult to send off to people. And if you're doing flat rates for everything, then you're going to accidentally fuck yourself over because you'll have all of these different areas that cost way, way more than you were expecting. Great. Now my hair is standing out on this side. There we go. Now I can see perfectly. Actually, my hair wasn't really getting in my eyes that much, but I already brought down the headband, so I figured I might as well just put it on. I live in your basement? Oh no. This is scary. Don't worry, be happy. I'm worrying. There we go. Why are you guys always typing weird things in the chat? Anyway. So, I don't know if you guys have any questions for me regarding the campaign or future campaigns. I think 5,000 is a goal that we can reach. And for the most part, I think it should be fine, assuming like my calculations are correct. and my prediction of how many people will actually back the campaign is correct, then I think we should be able to not be in a huge amount of debt if we only reach 5,000 to get the goal done. I think it'll be fine. Where'd you get the idea for Ogirl? Well, basically, I just wanted to write kind of a parody comic with someone with a very stupid superpower, because I just thought that that idea was interesting, and I wanted to write my own version of that very stupid superhero. And then this ability came to my mind as something very stupid. And then I started writing. And originally I was thinking it would just be some rando webcomic that I put on Webtoons or Tapastic or, one of those. But then somebody convinced me to do a campaign for it, since so many comic creators are doing Indiegogo campaigns these days. So after some convincing, I decided, yeah, fuck it. Let's do a campaign for it. And that's how we got here today, my friends. New idea, being invisible in the dark. Oh my gosh. Great. It's very useful. Jubilee has a dumb power. Fireworks. Yeah, you'd think that, right? I always kind of like Jubilee's like 80s style design. It always just kind of looked cool to me. I want to eventually get my own like 80s style comic out there. I have an idea of what I could do that would be kind of 80s style, but nothing's solidified yet. Right now, the stuff I'm working on, writing-wise, are not complete. So I might as well complete that type of stuff first before starting up something else. Although it's always hard, because once you get inspiration for something new, you want to immediately jump on to that new thing. It's shameful. Saw a post on Twitter that was basically echoing the same things. Dan, well done, the comic launch. What are your favorite herbal teas? That's an interesting question. Well, right now I'm just drinking some normal green tea. I do have some, I guess, interesting blends upstairs. Not much, though. There's this one blend that someone sent me called, what is it? I think it's called African Blackout or something? Or African Black Tea? Is that what it's called? It has kind of like a zesty taste to it. It's like kind of lemony, citrusy. It's pretty good. I don't think it has any or that much caffeine in it, per se. So when I drink it in the morning, I'm still sleepy all day long. And, for the most part, same for green tea. But I think green tea helps me think better or clearer, even if it doesn't actually give me any energy. So, yeah. And then there's this other tea that I drank that has way too much caffeine in it. That's the worst. I don't do caffeine very well, which is why I usually stick to tea and don't go to energy drinks. I know so many people who really chug down those energy drinks. I can't do it. I get chest pains, and I don't think that's a good sign. If you're drinking something with caffeine in it and your heart starts hurting, I think that's a bad sign. So I'll avoid that. Will Ogirl ever have a reverse flash counterpart? Maybe. Maybe there are plans for this thing that you have described. We'll just have to wait and see, aren't we? Energy drinks suck. They're difficult, man. I mean, they've got some nice flavors too. It's like cotton candy flavors and the fruit punch. They're just tempting me. I've had sips. That's about all I can do. I can't drink that whole thing, man. I don't want to risk the chest pains. Another thing about caffeine is it's addictive as well, and I don't want that either, because that would be also bad. It's not good to be addicted to caffeine. It makes it harder to sleep. You get those cravings. It's so weird having a craving for caffeine, but I've definitely had it, and it freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, do I really want tea that badly? Anyway, let's check on the campaign again. We'll do another refresh. Right now we're at 31%. Okay, we jumped up to 34. There we go. We got an even 50 backers. Nice. It's always good, man. Chest pains might be acid reflux? I don't know. Hey, damn hand, sorry if it's been asked before, but will there be shipping options for outside of the US? No. I did explain that, but I'll explain it briefly again. It's really hard to do shipping outside of the US, mainly because there are different places that are always going to be ridiculously high amounts of shipping priced, and you can't really predict which places are going to be super high as far as shipping price goes. So you have to basically do a guess based on how much you know it would cost to ship in certain areas specifically. And you always lose money. You just always lose some money for somebody's crazy Spitsbergen house on an island who wanted the comic. All right, thank you for the donation, TC. I went to Starbucks in Africa. I couldn't sleep for a week. I found out they put 4 shots of espresso as a norm there. Oh my gosh. That's weird. Oh, hey, Ishka's in the chat. I'm sorry if you've been here for a while. I didn't even notice you. Welcome, Ishka. How you doing? Ever considered meeting your fans in reality? I would be way too nervous. Mainly just because I know that there are a lot of weird people who are constantly trying to reach out to me and be like, you want to be friends? And I know the perfect way to deal with that is to back away slowly. Because I think I might have said this story before, but there was this one person who tried to reach out to me, and they insisted that I call them for something important. I don't remember what specifically, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I did that, and then they were just nonstop, always calling and texting, and then they found out where I lived. Anyway, but I moved, obviously, so you don't know where I live anymore. But that's kind of what I mean. You can't trust random people who show up in your DMs online. It's nothing personal. It's just you are scary. That's it. It's just that you're a scary person and nobody wants to be around you. That's it. Yeah, that's why you have a boyfriend to be near when those types of guys come around. Right. Oh, Adam would beat anyone who came near me with creepy intentions. Adam would beat them to death. He has no tolerance for that. So keep that in mind, creepy people. But I'm partially to blame too. I should have never actually interacted with some random person who said that they had. I don't know. I don't even remember what the original conversation was about. That he insisted I'd give him. I'd call him over. Save those messages they send you in case, God forbid, you need to go to the cops. Well, I mean, for the most part, I blocked their number. Sometimes they try to reach out to me through like other methods, but obviously I'm not going to reach back to them. That's it. Once you send me my address and ask if I live there, it's like, okay, no more talking to you. Adam the incel slayer. Yeah, that's his role. That's your role as boyfriends. For the guys of you out there who have girlfriends who are online, that's your role. You're the incel slayers. You keep the simps away. They don't get this. Creepypasta with Dan Fan. I'm spooked. It's not that bad. They never actually showed up at my address, obviously. But, if they did, I had a sword ready. always get a nice weapon. We got the naginata, we got the katana, and I have a real sword upstairs, too. I have a real weapon also. Or at least one that I can actually, kill people with. If need be. Oh, we also have a gun. I guess that's better than swords, right? A gun. I should probably mention that as well. We do have a gun. We own a pistol. So, can Ogirl make women mess themselves? No. Because her power works on men. Ho. Yeah, someone commented, you might want to try a gun. Oh. Right, we have a gun. Gun blade. Now we're talking. I'm attach the gun to the katana and then attach that to the naginata. And then we have a real weapon. Now I cover all sides of combat. Swords are much cooler. That's fair enough. Would this hypothetical 80s inspired idea project have darker, serious tones than OG, since you have swords and guns flying around? Yeah, maybe. I mean, the idea that I got spewing in my head is more serious. Most of my ideas are more serious than Ogirl. This is probably one of the goofiest things that I've done in a while. But some people like goofy. That's just it just depends on your preference for stories. That's how it goes. Anyway, we'll go on for maybe another half hour. The Simps. Yeah, I know. Gotta protect yourselves from the Simps. Have you read Gantz? No. Nor have I heard of it. Gantz. What a strange spelling and word in general. Also, question, how will shipping in the US be covered? If I back and you reach your goal, will that cover it? Yeah, if you go to actually check out it, I think it adds on the shipping price to your whatever you're backing to your bill, basically. So I talked to the new post office that is around here and basically got a quote from them. They said that they would be shipping would probably cost like about $6 per book at most. I think it was more like $5.70 or something, like around that much. So I just put the shipping price at $6. And I think that should cover the entire United States for the most part. My military buddy has a book series, so you take recommendations? A book series or a comic book series? Because I don't review novels or books. I'm a comic book reviewer per se. Gantz is the manga anime with people dressing up in tight leather outfits to kill aliens at the behest of a bald guy trapped in a black ball. Well, that sounds interesting. That sounds like an interesting manga there. I've been watching a lot of newer anime recently, mostly stuff to help me kind of get in the mindset for future projects I'm working on, stuff to inspire my mind. And let me tell you something. Anime is weird. There's a lot of weird anime. She's wearing a headband. Yep, headband gang. Headband gang, guys. Sorry, that's the new division. You should watch Gantz. Oh, 3D CG movie. Oh no, I don't. Oh, I can't do 3D. 3D anime is the type of uncanny valley that makes my toes crinkle. I think I'd rather just go with the manga. I can't get into Gelpiner. I don't know what Gelpiner is. You ever review any Comicsgate stuff? Yeah, I have reviewed a few, mostly just comics that are backed, stuff that I was interested in, like Jawbreakers, obviously. And I did recently read Englewood. Is the writer for Englewood Comicsgate? I think he might be, or at least like a past Comicsgate. I don't know for sure, but I read that and I did a review of it yesterday, but it'll probably be uploaded tomorrow because I am doing this live stream today, so I didn't get the editing completely done just yet, but I will, and you'll see that review when that's done. You're gonna have to read The New Warriors. Didn't that comic get canceled? Didn't I hear something about the Snowflake and Safe Space reboot getting canceled? I think I might have seen a video saying that it's being canceled. It makes sense that it's being canceled. I mean, there was such a backlash against it when it came out. People thought it was super offensive. And, there's a lot of cutbacks happening since the pandemic and business problems. So the Gantz manga is already very realistic. The CG worked perfectly for it. A realistic manga? Ugh. I don't know if I like the idea of that. Let me look it up, just so I can see what kind of art you're referring to. It doesn't look realistic. It looks like normal anime. Yeah, it looks like normal anime to me. I don't know what you're referring to. I mean, I guess it has more realistic proportions, but I've seen anime with realistic proportions. I don't know, man. Thank you, Maverick, for the donation. Regarding Adam willing to beat creepy guys for you, he sounds like a keeper. Oh yeah, definitely. Common America was very cute. Have you read it? I have not read it personally. I thought Common America looked really interesting when the campaign was going on, but the thing is, I hadn't read Wall Might before that, and I knew that since it was like kind of a spin-off connection, I didn't know if I had to read both or if it would be better if I read both. So I kind of held off on joining in the Common America campaign. But I did watch a review of it, funny enough, and I thought it did sound like a pretty cute comic. It sounded really funny. It's good parody, I would say. I do not want to mess with Based Adam. No, you don't. He has no tolerance for simps. That's for sure. I don't know if it's on Netflix on US because I live in Brazil. Probably. There's a boatload of Netflix anime. Or at least a boatload that I know of. A good handful, at least. Hey, DanFan, how's it going? It's going pretty good, Kamen Rider. Welcome to the stream. We're going to go on for another 20 minutes now. So, it's good that you were able to make it. I'm sure that there's going to be like a bunch of people who come in all the way at the end of the stream and like, I just got here. It's already over. No. But, stuff happens. That's how the cookie crumbles. Have you seen The Witcher? I've seen one episode of The Witcher. I was not entirely impressed. I didn't think it was bad per se, but I was not entirely impressed. Still in quarantine. Oh, did I mention this the last live stream? I feel like I might have, but just to reiterate, my county is officially going green. Yeah, baby. This week, this Friday, going green. More stores opening. I can go places. The pool's opening too. I can go swimming. That'll be nice. Ogirl versus Corona-chan. Oh, that's a good matchup right there. Ugh. It's time for a death battle. Corona-chan probably wins. At least green tea doesn't stain. If Ogirl was ever a movie, who would you like to play her? Just top of the head. Oh, that's a hard decision. I don't really... one of the problems is I don't really know that many redheaded actresses. And obviously Amari's gotta be a ginger, right? She's gotta be. It's all part of her aesthetic. And I definitely wouldn't do that thing where I just settle with the only redheaded actress I know. Emma Watson ain't coming near me. Actually, is she a redhead or is she just like really blondish brown? I don't know. The actress could dye her hair. And I also don't know that many really, really attractive women or actresses. I don't know. I've never looked at an actress and been like, man, she's hot. I guess Scarlett Johansson's okay. But, there's not that many actresses that are really drop dead sexy. Most of them look pretty okay. Most of them are just a pretty face, You know what I mean? Karen Gillian would be my top pick. Yeah, let's get a Karen to play Ogirl. Any skits in the making? Ooh, interesting question. Every now and then I'll come up with an idea for a skit and I just won't write it down and I'll forget all about it. And sometimes I come up with skits that have to do with something that is involved with, I guess, more serious topics that people might not laugh at or might get upset about. It might attract the wrong group of people over to the channel. So I'm just kind of like, it's not worth it. But yeah, I'm sure there are some skits maybe that I've written down and just never done that I could go back to at some point. I really do need to get more into the habit of writing ideas down because I don't do it all the time. And then I always regret it because I'm like, well, fuck. There goes the idea. Lost in the air. Every idea is just dust in the wind. Shameful. Wish it was easy to record thoughts like that. Yeah, I mean, I also, like, every now and then I'll come up with like a song melody, and what I'll typically do is I'll take out my phone and I'll actually record myself kind of singing the melody so I can remember, but then I just never make a song out of it. I haven't made a new song in forever, and I don't really need to. So, it's just one of those things that you'll do when you're inspired to do it. Just an Arts asking, have you read Rukuden Nashi Blues or Hajime no Ippo? I have seen Hajime no Ippo, not Rukuden Nashi Blues. My gosh, that is a mouthful right there. I hope you'll shill your comic in every video while the campaign is running. Marketing and all that. Maybe, perhaps. Perhaps I shall do the shills. Is your comic close to being done? Done, per se? Maybe not. But, I mean, we got the cover done. I got the interiors done. Page 1, 2, and 3 basically are done. I just need to put in the lettering. And then all of these pages here are inked. And we've got other pages that are being sketched out, and then they'll be inked, and then they'll be colored. So it's like, it's not close to done, but progress bit by bit type thing. We'll do another I don't even have it on the screen, do I? We'll do another refresh just to see how we're doing, how we're making that progress. Oh ho, there we go. We got another 7 backers. 18,000. There we go. I look forward to reading it. Thank you. I look forward to giving it to you. I'll be good things. I'm wearing pajamas that pretty much look like the shirt you're wearing. Yeah, it's good old striped blue and white. It is very comfy though. You wouldn't believe it, but this is a small. I think this is actually an extra small. It's supposed to be baggy on you, obviously. It's just kind of the style. One of those stylistically baggy clothes that you get from a female clothing store. But it is very comfortable. Gotta give it that. Stylistic and comfortable. I look great. Will you have other indie creators on your stream? This stream specifically, we're just talking just Ogirl, because we just launched, and I figured, hey, let's do a fun little stream and see what progress we make, and answer questions, talk about things, that type of stuff. Looks good on you. It does look good on me. I mean, I've had other people on live streams before and on videos before, but I don't know if I'm that good of a host or that good of a guest, for that matter. There are some people where I click a lot better when it comes to talking to others, but at the end of the day, I am a little bit introverted, and I do have problems thinking on the spot whenever someone is talking and my mind is going everywhere. I bounce through thoughts like I'm in a bouncy house. Will there be something animated at some point for Ogirl? Well, the intro video, the video on the campaign page, has the animation, but I'm not planning on doing a YouTube animated series, if that's what you're asking, per se. Animated series on YouTube, they take a lot of work. They really do. You need to have a good team with you, and then you need to have a lot of patience. And I'm not sure how much patience I actually have. I might have mentioned it, but one of my biggest downfalls, man, when something is tugging along at a slow pace, I tend to get a bit anxious and sometimes impatient. It happens. First off, congratulations and good luck. That being said, redheads abound. Look up Maggie Geha and Shelby Steele. Shelby Steele. Why does that either sounds like a superhero name or a porn actress name? I don't know which. It just sounds a little, well, it's obviously like a fake last name, right? That's probably why it sounds a little bit pornish, because everyone uses a fake name. True, I've all but given up on my animated series on my YouTube channel. Switch to vlogging with some animated segments. Oh yeah, you know those YouTube videos that do like animated shorts talking about like their Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe just reviewing movies, and then they have a little animated avatar, and every now and then they'll have a little animated skit. Those are significantly easier than coming up with a whole show with like a plot and driving point and all these different backgrounds you need to throw in there and animations and But I considered doing some of those videos in the past, and I'm not really sure if people would be super interested in those types of videos. I mean, imagine that a lot of people really like animation. I really like animation, of course. But porn superhero would be awesome. Oh, it's possible. Anything is possible. There's a comic book hero called Steel. He's under DC Comics. Yeah. I think in my old webcomic, I had a superhero called Steel, too. Yeah. He fucking died. Which is funny, because his whole power is basically just that he's super durable. He's like almost invincible. And naturally, I had to kill him. Because you can't just have a character that's that invincible, right? So obviously, he needs to die. Oh, that was fun. Talk to your boys, Zach and Cecil. They wanted to promote your book last time. Did they? I remember Ethan Van Sciver. I think he mentioned me in one of his streams saying, oh, we got to get her on here sometime. I don't remember specifically your boy Zach or Cecil saying that they wanted to promote it. But I also don't know all of the information in the world ever, so I could be wrong for sure. But yeah. Oh God, Steel. All I know is the movie is played by Shock. What if Orgasm Girl was in My Hero Academia? Oh man. She would be the #1 hero out of popularity alone. He can turn his skin into steel. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. They all mentioned you a few times, maybe not Zach, but EVS and Cecil did. Okay. Well, it's always nice to be mentioned, for sure. Ogirl's defo quirky. Oh, yeah. This is the weird one. Fragga was in your chat once. Oh, yeah, Fragga. Fragger and... Fragger. Did I say that? Fragga Boom. He and I were communicating via Twitter. I made him a little fan art piece because on my speed paint for Amari, he actually left a comment and he was like, "Oh, do a black fag piece." And he might have been saying it tongue in cheek, but I was like, "Okay, I'll do it, sure." So I did a little piece of Bubble, and he really liked that, which is nice. It's nice just to make something that people enjoy in general, right? So I sent him that art and he was like, "Oh, this is awesome. I got to get you on my show sometime." And then he sent me a DM, and yeah, I said we'll work something out. We'll do something together, because that would be fun. He is so many levels above me as far as artists go. He is a very good artist. I was subscribed to him long before he was getting all the Comicsgate attention, mostly just because I loved watching his speed drawings. Those inks, man, they're so cool. Legit. Level 42. Oh, yeah. I'm like a level 2. He's like a level 42. That's how it goes. When is Amari going to join Smash? This is the only way, Amari. You must join Smash. You ever see those trailers? They always make me laugh. It like starts off like fairly seriously, like they're in their own world doing their own thing, and then some character just comes by and they're like, "You have to join Smash. It's the only way." Let me smash. Oh, got him. That would be definitely pretty funny though. If back and you already reached your goal, can I still back and get a comic? If back, what's the question? I'm sorry. If back and you have already reached your goal, can I still back? Oh, do you mean once after I reach the goal, can you still back? Yeah, the campaign itself will be up for 30 days. So if you back within 30 days, you can get your comic. After those 30 days, no chance. No ho ho. You done, boy. It's all gone. But you know how it goes. All right, guys, we got 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. I'm keeping track. I've been holding in my excitement. And we'll do another refresh. Why not? Hey, 62. Man, it'd be nice if we could get up to 69 by the time that the stream ends. Let's get that. Let's get that 69. Oh, bad, very bad computer. It's one of those things where apparently when you scroll slightly to the side, it'll just have the it'll show you the options, but then when you try to scroll back, it just went forward to this page that I had. It didn't show any information, did it? I'm looking at it now just to make sure. It just shows two Visa cards, but it doesn't actually show the number. So, and well, I guess I can always probably edit the stream later and add a blur effect, but it doesn't look like it showed anything too damning. That would suck if I just flashed my address, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the worst thing ever? Just because I fucking accidentally pushed my fingers in a certain way, it just flashes my address on a live stream. That would be the worst. It's so sad when that does happen to other streamers, and then they end up getting swatted or just this awful shit happens to them. Scary shit, man. Whew, anyway. Only a mini heart attack, guys. I would have to move again. I am probably going to move again, obviously, but not for now. Do you have a P.O. box? Yes, I just got a new P.O. box. Heck yeah. So that means I'll be able to actually accept people who want to send me their comics to review now. I was doing that for a while, but then I was like, I gotta get a new P.O. box. And then I did. I did get a new P.O. box. So that was cool. Good story, I know. Anyway, so we're going to be ending the stream, guys. Yes, Short Orgasm Girl joined Smash. I saw that from before. So thank you for joining me on the live stream for the launch of Ogirl. I think we're going to do good. I think we're going to do great. This is going to be fun. And I'm going to get you books and you're going to enjoy them. I guess that's it. New videos tomorrow. I'm also going to be streaming on this other channel, or at least joining this other channel for another stream, talking about the comic again. You know how we do those. Go on other channels. Promote. It's my least favorite part, is going on other people's channels that I don't know and being all awkward. It's just me. It's not them. It's just me. I'm just introverted and I don't think good on the spot. Like I said, I'm a bad host and I'm a bad guest and I'm just bad. I'm just an awful person. So, thank you guys for coming on. I hope you had fun on the stream. I hope you're excited for the comic. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, goodbye.